So this is another backtest video. Backtesting the month of December. I'm going to tell you guys about my strategies I take and just try to execute everything and try to back my strategy. Basically, so this is December 2nd. Um, I usually start on the 1 hour time frame to get my general bias of like what I want to see market do for the day. Um, or at least I've been starting to use the 1 hour because like I started from the daily, but like I feel like the 1 hour is like more detailed because I'm thinking of taking like quick scalps and not like long term positions because I feel like before I used to just say like, oh, this is where I want price to go on the 1 hour, and I'll try to be looking for that setup on the 1 minute, you know, because it can be bearish on the 1 hour, but like bullish on the what's it called 1 minute. So thinking of like looking for scalps now. So right now, overall, um, so we came up, we put this high in right after we consolidated during Thanksgiving. We didn't sweep anything, right? So we got some highs up here. Went down. I guess we retraced a bit, went back up, swept nothing, and then we tapped into that CE. That's we bounced up back off that CE, displacing over those highs, inverting that gap, we retraced back to the zone. Now I see that we're getting ready to take out this high right here. But if we do, it's a possibility that we go down and retrace it here first, maybe sweep that low right there on market open, and then we do take out that high eventually. But if we inverse that, that's pretty bearish because I would call that a failed draw, which is like will be right there. So that's my bias. I'm basically looking for shorts into this gap right here, and yeah, just make sure. I usually go on the 4 hour or like a higher time frame and like draw the fib from that point, from the bottom, from the open to close, right? So I can see like where the halfway point is. Alright, so after I got all that down, I go on the 5 minute to see it internally. So you can see right here that we swept that high right there. And then we went down, we traced back into that zone, like right there, which happens to have the valley gap right there as well. So it lined up perfectly. Now we finally took that high above it, and now we're going lower. So usually it's kind of bearish if we do go lower because that would make this a failed draw, and it would probably take it later on because it wants to retrace to something like big first, maybe like down here. So I'm just gonna wait for that confirmation on the market open. So I'm gonna go to the 1 minute. It's basically like the same thing. That's where I take my entry stuff. So I don't really see everything go fast in the 5 minute. Let's see. So we got displays below those lows, and that's honestly what I wanted to see. So I should feel like if I can find an entry, if we can get a retrace here, if it's to like back to this zone, and then a down candle right after, I'll take that trade to this low. So we didn't get what I wanted, so I'm gonna look for another entry. It looks like we have free trades back into this value gap right here, so it can definitely bounce back down to go lower. So I'm gonna wait for that close candle in the next minute. If we don't get it, I won't take the trade. Okay, so it looks like we came up, swept that low, took those highs above. Now I feel like we're finally gonna take out this high before we then go lower to trade into this. There we go. So looks like we just went through all of those highs it just kept going higher. So what did I learn from this? Looks like price didn't want to retrace all the way because it was pretty bullish and we already retraced here. No reason. If it had a reason to come out here, it would be pretty bearish. So we just got a lot of displacement above and see if we can find another trade. We just took out those highs. We're now in that bearish gap in the 1 hour. I want to see a reverse here to like give ourselves some structure before we go higher. I want to see like a mini like what's it called? Retrace right here. And tap CE please. There we go. Sweep that low. We didn't sweep that low, but we tapped CE. So I think that was a low. Let's see. Like it could really flip on me per se. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. But we haven't gone down, so I think we can still go down. I don't know. I feel like we're just gonna sweep this high though. Push down. Looks like we did it. Sweep. Okay, we swept that high though. Alright. So we swept that high and push lower to tap this gap. Alright. If we get an up candle close, I'll take that long. Okay. We got the candle close. Place stops at this low. I don't want to see price go there. Let's go to a higher time frame to see where you want price to like hopefully sweep or take liquidity. And yeah, move this place. What does it like? We take out there. So we're just gonna see how this plays out. I'm gonna enter for a mini and target that high for a little one-to-one trade. I've been taking a lot of one-to-ones and it's been working for me. I feel like my problem was back then with my old trades is that I was having tight stops, and with those tight stops, I'll get stopped out, and then price would just go the way I wanted to. So it's like, maybe I should just learn how to get my stop loss room to like consolidate for a bit before it goes the way I want it to. So that's the reason why. Okay, so we're retracing, go higher. Okay, so what happened right here is that looks like he wanted to go lower, just sweeping to like tap. I mean, it looks like a bear setup now that I'm out because he went down, tapped that low, or tapped the value gap. And it made me like I respected it. Tapped right there, so that would be a nice entry for short. If we do get a retrace, I can enter short. Yeah. I already swept all those lows, so probably just gonna this place here. Yeah. And I'll wait for a little small retrace. Then I'll go long again. So I get the high. And stop right there. We didn't take out that high yet, so we're gonna displace over this the second we take it out. That's why I had a tight stop. That's something I observed with my back testing that if we retrace before taking the point of liquidity, we're just gonna displace over it. Yeah, just like that. So that's why I had that tight stop right there. So yeah, let's go to the next thing. So right now, price looks like price had failed draw right here. a bunch of stack liquidity here, and it went down to basically like retap the zone, but it didn't sweep this, so this became another failed draw. So it's gonna go the opposite way to take out this high, and then possibly go lower. I don't. So I think I want to look for a longs here. All right, so we're in this red value gap. I think we're gonna interest it. I'm gonna go on like a higher time frame to like draw up a fib to see where price can retrace to within this red value gap. Okay, and we're just gonna see what market does on open and make our decision. All right, so looks like price came up, swept that high, right? But it's respecting the gap and then tapped at 0.5. So that's very bullish, right? Because like they use the bearish gap to basically go down and tap the bullish gap right here to basically bounce up higher. So I think I'm gonna enter off of that. Actually, no, I should wait for confirmation. Just wait for a bullish engulfing candle right after. Yeah, I think I figured. So it kind of like bounced up and down. So it's still kind of wicky right here. So I want to wait for profit confirmation. Okay, it's better confirmation. So I'll take that trade. I'll place a stop at that low because I don't want to see price go up there. And then I'll place my take profit around that CE area for that gap right there. And I'll enter again for 10. And just see what happens. So looks like price came back down to tap to that CE, right? I think it's about to like go higher. So let's see. So it's consolidating right now. Okay, let's went down, made it equal low. So now it's gonna take out the whatever high it's remaining to take out. It took out all those lows, made it equal low. So I'd say that's draw for now. I'm gonna try that right there. Stop at that candle, close, little one-on-one trade. There we go. So that's why the fib's pretty good. I saw that price was there was a bunch of stock lows down here, so I saw how price manipulated below those lows and made it equal lows. So I mean it's gonna come back later. Like if you make like an equal high or low and it like bounces up the opposite way, it's most likely gonna come back to that low to sweep it later. It's gonna sweep something else before it comes out. That's how I see it. Right? Unless it's like bullish or bearish, right? That's another thing. So now I think price might just displace it here. Unless there's a yeah, retrace a little bit and consolidate, sweep, retrace, and then boom higher, right? Yeah, there we go. That'll be another setup for another long. Right? I'm not gonna take this trade because I mean I can, but can. It's a bunch of consolidation. So it's kind of like right here. I would have gone now because it's consolidating within the bearish gap. If it really wanted to break, it would have won. But I would have put stop right here and got stopped out there. I would just wait until the consolidation ends and then Whatever happens, happens. Okay. So, okay. It would eventually hit the TP, but it was one long trade, 4 hours off. But yeah, um, pretty consolidated there. I would have gotten out early because I don't want to get long trades. But yeah, that's for that day. Let's go to the next day. So this day, we made some more equal highs, right? But we swept the old one and went down low. Yeah, it was destined to happen, I think. So the old lows went down low. Made some lows, we swept those ones. Bunch of manipulation. Now I feel like we're gonna sweep a high. Maybe this one is most closest. So like that would be today's draw. Since we already got manipulation, like the lower time frame. What we need to do is retrace and proceed higher. So it's actually a perfect standpoint. So started to mark it up. So I want to see the retrace happen. You've been sweep those first. Interesting. Maybe it's a failed draw again. Yeah. It's probably gonna sweep this low. Yeah. Go ahead, sweep the low. There you go. That's gonna bounce out. Retrace a little bit. And go higher right there. That'll be a nice setup. Stop at that. Take profit at that. If you want to see trail, if you want to, that's there. I'm gonna trail. Break above the highs. That's pretty bearish. If you can like break above the highs, that'd be nice. Hopefully. Alright. Finally got the break above the highs. So I feel like if I was really in this trade, I would have been trailing my stop loss. I want to see this high get taken out. I'm gonna trail. Okay. Move stop loss again. That's how you would have. That's how I would have taken that trade right there. So yeah. So let's do go to market open to see what happens. Alright. Alright. So looks like we finally dispersed over these highs after so much consolidation. I feel like now we have to like retrace to cover the high there. I'd like to see us fail to take out that high and retrace and take out a lower time frame low. So let's go on over. Try to fit real quick. Especially this retrace into here, so we could just take it. Did we retrace before we take it? Is the question. No, we just displays. So we did retrace, right? So we already retraced, so we did a retrace again. Okay. So I'm gonna see a retrace. Hopefully to take out that CE right there. And look for a long setup. There you go. That's not what I was talking about. So we did fail to take out the high. And I think I should have taken that short because when we fail to take out a high, I feel like on the way to take out a high, we fail. Take it out, it's pretty rare. It's pretty like whatever the other way is. So it's a good sign to take out any internal lows like we did just now. But I feel like now we're about to flip the higher. Retrace. Don't want to displacement right here. Yeah, none of this data. Alright, this place, we were chasing this place, so we're just gonna continue higher. I'll take that. We have, let me just go over the wire. We have manipulation at that low. Right. We failed to take out that equal, so we're gonna take out all these highs above right here. We're gonna probably displace over that one, and then eventually get right there. So we don't want to take that. So terrorize. Let's stop at that. What do we got right there? I'm going for 20. It's pretty confident this will work. And I'm probably just gonna trail after we get above this high. We fail to take out that high, so we are gonna come down lower. I'm gonna probably move my stop loss a bit. Wait for us to trade back into this lower gap. Okay. I figured that was gonna happen. So we're probably just gonna sweep that low again and it's just continue. Continue to go higher. Yeah. So now that we swapped that, we should be able to take out that high now. If we do fail, we'll see there. I'll target that candle wick, so at least I know we're going to that high. Space was that high. Not that high. Yes, sweat. It's pretty bearish. I'm gonna de-risk. There we go. So put stop there. And trail hard here. That's how I would have taken that trade. So that's the thing. Like if we sweep a high and I take entry, I think what I could have done better is like if we had better steps. I feel like I can't take like second trade, so I can't really see like the mini retrace inside this inversion right here. So, and I don't like to just enter like off, like big. So it's like to wait for the retrace. So, like next time, I'm definitely going to take a better setup. Probably like the second we get over a high, I have like a take profit, right? And then just trail from there for the high we really want to see taken, because it can either take it or fail to take it. So yeah. So this is the next day on December 5th. See that we took out these highs right here. Alright, we took out those highs right there. We went lower and took out some liquidity there. Looks like we didn't really tap. If we tapped in high liquidity. Well, I guess you can say that. Then we bounced up, took out the high following, then we retraced, and now I feel like, yeah, we failed to take the high out. Okay, so that's the failed drive. Failed drive. Right. Now I feel like we can go lower, take out this low, maybe even this low, right? Market open. Or we could go up, sweep that high to take out those lows. Those are my two advices. Right now, looks like we're going to take out all these internal lows or internal highs right here. And fail to take out that one and then go lower. So I'm gonna wait for either one to happen and place my bias. See what happens. Market open. So like I said, we go up, take out all the internal highs, fail to take out that high right there. We can still take it out. Also, we take out both highs. Okay. So now, I feel like we can flip to definitely like go lower. Take out that lower. Okay. I'm gonna enter the short here. See how we take out this high right here. And now, let's see if we fail to take out anything else. Okay. We fail to take out this high. Right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna enter short for there. I wanna wait for a retrace, honestly. Oh, I guess I won't get one. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna take out that high now. Swept that high right there. It's still pretty bullish. So it might just be a continuation, honestly. So look for a continuation setup. What's your next market drop? Oh, we already shot that actually. Okay, so definitely I feel like we're gonna go lower now. Alright, let's see what price is. Swept. So it continues higher. Go make a lower high, please. Okay. Flip that low. Fail to take out that high. Now we get that push down. I'm gonna take that. So right here, we went up, made a high, went down low, displaced, went up, retraced into that bearish gap, went down low, swept that low right there, went up, took out that high right there. We failed to take out this one, making that a lower high right there. Tapped back into that gap right there, and retraced before we displaced beneath this low right here. That's why I believe we are going short. Stop at the high, target the low. You can even trail if you want to. So I'm gonna enter for 20 because I believe in this setup right here. And yeah, let's see if I go up a little bit for retrace. Now we displaced heavily. Put my stop between that VPR right there I don't want to trail. Actually, it's not live, so that's what just see if it hit. Yeah. So pretty clean setup. Higher time frame manipulation. Yeah, higher time frame manipulation. Lower time frame manipulation. Bearish. Retrace. Sweep of the low, sweep of the high. Retrace before displacement below. Take that continuation. You retrace back into that. I think it's like the 50% of that wick right there. Yep. Exactly at the 50% of that candle. And we displaced lower, so that would have been a point for re-entry as well. So pretty nice setup right there. And I think that's where I'm gonna end up this video at. So hope you guys learned something from what I trade. I know I'm not the best explainer at all. Like I'm not some big YouTuber. I'm just trying to like keep myself like consistent in this trading stuff. So I know I can do it. I know I'm capable of doing it, and I feel like my psychology has definitely gotten better. But I do want to say that I have blown my funded account, and after blowing that funded account, it just made me realize that like I've experienced everything I need to experience in this trading journey, like blowing combines, passing a funded, um, and getting a funded. So now it's just like getting a payout, right? And once I get a payout, I feel like I'll already be at that point where I don't need to like I know how to manage the money I get, and I'm not gonna let the money affect me. I just need to like improve my strategy and make it better and better and better, you know. So that's what I'm gonna work on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep on backtesting my strategy, and hopefully I'll get better. Thank you guys for watching, and stay blessed.